Hi folks, I just thought I'd do a really quick video just to show you how to build your terrain for Warcry should you want to make it so that it will fit all of the different terrain cards. As unfortunately it doesn't tell you inside the box how to do this. Now somebody has already done a document for this, so if you're on any of the Facebook groups you might have seen this. So the credit for the actual work that went into making this happen, if you like, is for Waywalker Studios. So thank you very much to them, and I'll put a link to the document in the description of this video. But it just shows pictures, and there's a couple of pictures where it's not that clear exactly how it goes together. So I thought I'd kind of give you a bit of a sort of a 360 around the bits of models as I've built them up, just to kind of save you any hassle down the line. Because unfortunately, if you stick it together wrong, you'll not be able to use the terrain cards that's in there. That said, you can build it any way you want and not use the terrain cards. But if you want to use them, this is how to build them. If you have found this video helpful, I really would appreciate if you consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon, and that will notify you when all of my Warcry videos go live on the channel. So without further ado, let's get on and look at the terrain. So this is the first of the 6 pieces of terrain that you'll need to build if you want to build your terrain so that it will work with all of the terrain cards. And this is the Belltower. This is the one that they show you in the instruction book as well. So I won't go into too much detail on this one. I'll put on the screen all of the different numbers of parts that you need to build it, but there is instructions inside the manual for this one. However, it does tell you to glue on those steps, and these steps here, do not glue these on. There's other layouts that require the steps, so don't glue these on. You can't just sort of have them in place like that, and they will stay in there. You could use a bit of post attack or something like that if you want to give them a bit more security. However, do not glue on those steps. So that's the first of the 6 pieces of terrain. That's the Belltower. Okay, the second piece of terrain here is the Sigmar's head, which has the platform on top of it as well. And again, this is in the instruction book, so I won't go into too much detail on it. But you'll see the parts on the screen again. And again with this one, there's 2 things to note. One is, do not, again, glue the steps. They do just hook into place, so they're fine to be used during the games. So do not glue on the steps, but also do not glue on the platform either. It tells you to glue it onto his head. There's actually like a little sort of mark in the bottom here, which it tells you to glue onto it. Don't glue it down, because again, some of the scenery cards tell you to use the head on its own, and they also use the platform in another place as well. So another one. Remember to build it as it says in the instructions, but do not glue down the platform and do not glue down the steps. So this next piece of terrain here is, this is the 3rd piece. We'll call it Ruin A, as the document that I'm referencing calls it that as well. So if you are cross-referencing to that document, you know which one I'm talking about. And again, this one, I've got on screen here all of the different parts that you need to make this. But yeah, everything in this one is glued down. There's nothing to be left unglued. So once you clip all the parts out that you need, it'll be very obvious how it all goes together either from looking at this video or from looking at the pictures as well. So what I thought I'd do with the video is just be able to spin it around so you can see, because sometimes the picture doesn't really show it off its best where you can see it from all different angles. So you can use this video to go back and reference it. But yeah, I think that's all the way around now. So we'll move on to the next piece. Okay, on to the 4th piece now, and this one is classed as Ruin B in the document. So you can see here again, this one again is all glued together. A few things just to watch out for is this little piece on the end here. Let me get that in the focus. This little piece that's on the end there, it's not that easy to see in the document. And again, the roof piece is all glued on as well. So this one should be relatively straightforward from looking at this video, so you can see exactly what you need to glue together. And that's Ruin B. Next up we've got Ruin C, and this is the smallest of the pieces. And you can see all the way around this one as well, so you can see that it's open back, there's nothing inside the piece there. Again, the roof is glued on as well. There's a centre piece in there that you might not be able to see from the drawing. And actually the way the drawing shows it as well is it shows it with the ladders propped up against here. So let me just grab some ladders. So it shows it like that in the drawing as well, which just kind of, it goes to show that we shouldn't be gluing on those 2 sets of ladders, either onto the Sigmar's head platform or onto the Belltower, because they are required elsewhere. So yeah, so that one is Ruin C. And this last one now is Ruin D. So as we look around it, this was the one that I found was probably the most difficult to work out from the picture. It wasn't the most obvious and kind of prompted me to do this video. So you can see here there's a piece that is on the end here as well. I don't think it's that clear to see actually in the picture. I'll show you all the way around this one as well. And again, on screen should be all of the bits you need to make this one. So if I remember right, it's it's glued in the middle here. I think this piece in the center. Let me just focus on that. It's quite hard to see that piece actually because in the picture I think the angle is kind of like that, so it's not easy to see that piece is part of it. So yeah, this should should help you to put all those bits together. So those are the main pieces. Obviously there's all the scattered terrain as well, but those are the bits that you need to build to enable you to use all of the terrain cards.